Hey guys, so I'm gonna be honest, we had some lost footage. I know that I have problems about footage, okay? But I guess I'll rematch the gym leader just to show you that I can be him. And, yeah, Blaze is dead. Ed didn't. Not happy about that. Anyways, I have checked out all the other encounters in this area and I've killed them. I guess that's what's wrong with having a Charizard. Just kills everything in one hit. Anyways, going in the mountain. And gotta fight this guy. His Pokemon's randomized too. Yeah. There were so many things I had to do. I should get attacked by a lot of these Happiny things. It is kind of annoying. There are so many Pokemon in the caves. Anyways, this guy takes me into his office and tells me to deliver his Devon parts. Because of course I now work for a company. Yeah. Anyways, I defeat May. Wasn't that hard. I only have one Pokemon. I spent a while chasing that guy around. Anyways, he takes me to, Dewford Town. I get the fishing rod just to try and get an encounter. And, found a Magikarp and one-shot it. Of course. Isn't that amazing? Ugh. I get in here and I get in the cave and catch a Bonsly. And hear me out, since the PC is shared between different playthroughs, I should be able to use the Pokemon that had the light move or whatever that has Flash. I should be able to use the Pokemon that has Flash just to make the video look better. I won't use it in fights. By the way, this Pokemon looks pretty cool. Yeah. It's pretty cool. Anyways, I kill it with Dragon Rage. Because that kills everything. Why is this at normal speed? I thought I sped most of this up. Yeah. By the way, this Farwile kills Dino. So there's my starter. My starter's gone. And we got Bonsly, who took a while, but killed Farwile. Yeah. Then on my way out, I get caught by this fish catcher guy, and he kills Bonsly. So the run's over. The run is over. It's just over. There's not much else to do there. The new round, I give it the same settings as I usually do, and the only thing I change is I shuffle gift Pokemon. I randomize those. There's gonna be a lot of lost rank. This challenge is harder than I thought it'd be. Yeah. I'm gonna talk to my rival, because why not? And then I finally get to choose my starters, which were not the best. Skip Plume, Wurmple, and Spinner. I choose Wurmple because I guess it's the best choice. There were not any of the choices were good, but it's... Anyways, I see that I can get a Regirock. And instead of just settling for the Friendplop, the starter I could have had, I first off die to May, of course. Then second off, I get Pokeballs, and then try to catch Regirock, I think is what it is. Yeah, I ran around a lot trying to catch this thing. Eventually, though, it took a while. Eventually, I got one to spawn. And even though this thing is, for some reason, able to kill me, even though it's level 2. So that's that run dead. Yeah, got the same settings. This is turning into a joke. I hope my starters are better this time. Last time, it was horrible. It's gonna take a while. I do get a legendary starter at some point. Might be this. I'm not sure. Oh my gosh, the hat. The hat. You have to equip the hat. Do you? You don't? Yeah. I just put this animal on my head and just leave it there. Okay, starters. Anything good? Anything good? Meditate, Togepi, Pinsir. I choose Pinsir. That is... Pinsir's okay. I'm not sure if I'm gonna try and convince you or myself of that. By the way, Articuno is spawning commonly on this run. And I get attacked by 2 of them. So I only have 1 Pokemon, but I get into a double battle with 2 Articunos. You can guess how that happened. That ended. Yeah. Okay, new round. Yeah. It is taking a while. Yeah. I hope this next one is the one I get something good on. Because I do get a legendary as a starter at some point. I don't know when that is. I'm not gonna say which legendary. I think it's this round, or this, playthrough. Yeah, we get Zekrom. Zekrom, Milotic, and the flower one that nobody seems to take. Yeah, I get Zekrom, and off the bat it has Dragon Rage, which is pretty good. I name it Zekros, because I think it sounds slightly better than Zekrom. And it's pretty strong. I bet you can't guess how I lost it. Zekrom. How did Zekrom die? I'm not trying to say that Zekrom does die, but yeah, I don't know. Finally get Pokeballs, and then I try to catch a Kabuto, but then I one-shot it because legendary. Then I try to catch a Cradily, and I'm pretty sure I run out of Pokeballs. Yeah, I ran out of Pokeballs. So close. So close. Yeah. It's taken a while. I do go through this town, and this guy has a Scrap Fox. I don't know what fusion that is, and a Charmega. It's a little funny. This random boots thing looks funny. Troy Trial. How do you say that? Trototile? That is hard to say. Some of these names look like they're meant to be names, and others just like amalgamations of random letters. Yeah. Anyways, I catch an Oricorio. And I realize, wait, the first gym in this game is a rock-type gym, and I have 2 electric types. One of them's electric flying, so this is gonna take a while to beat the gym. I need something good. Hopefully not kill anything else. The Sandy Gast, that might have been better. By the way, Zekrom learns in prison, which I very much misused later, and I'm now remembering how this run will end. Yeah. Anyways, I get Wally his Pokemon, and oh my gosh, I really spammed past that text. I catch him a Boltoid? Do I? Do I catch him a Boltoid? No, I one-shot Boltoids. What did I catch Wally? Oh, I caught Wally a Skiploom. Yeah. Then Wally goes and catches his Ralts, as he does, because of course he always gets a Ralts. Anyways, that looks cursed. That looks like it would lure you into its house and murder you in your sleep. Anyways, I plant berries, as I do, because I have an addiction to planting berries. I have an impulse to plant berries whenever I see them. By the way, I try to catch an Electrike and realize that it's an electric Pokemon, and then I kill it, so I don't get an encounter for that route. But in the forest, I find a Fracture, which is great. Except I use Imprison to stop it from using Dragon Rage, and then it kills Cheerleader, which I don't care much about, honestly. Probably was gonna die in the gym anyways. Yeah. I send it out and think, Imprison must still be working. And seeing as Zekrom has exactly 40 health, Imprison, I assume, this stopped working when you switch out, and it used Dragon Rage, taking out my Zekrom with its exactly 40 health. I was close to catching the Fracture. Yeah, that ends that run. The next run might be even better. We'll see in the next video, because I barely got to set it up in this one. Anyways, I do get my favorite starter in this next run. I put on my hat so I can go talk to my neighbor, because that's the progression of the game. Oh, time. Oh, yeah. Super fast text. Anyways, we have Gligar, Torterra, and Kingler. Torterra is my favorite Pokemon. My favorite starter Pokemon. Why does it have no eyes? Why did it have no eyes? Anyways, I name it Garden. And, go fight May. I actually win because Torterra is effective against her Kingler. Which is funny. Because they usually choose the one that you're not effective against. Yeah. Anyways, get Pokeballs and I'm gonna end that run. See you later, guys. With more run. Wait, what? Bye.